back again. So the last couple of videos I had been talking about my other instruments that I don't really play at the moment, but they have led me to my ukulele and my love and fanaticism of the ukulele. And there are many reasons to love it, mainly that it's portable and it's relatively easy to use, and well, if I can get to grips with it, you can too, I'm sure. This isn't a tutorial, this is just kind of telling you what I've learnt so far, and maybe some tips as well, even though I'm sure I was given these tips when I was starting out. It's very difficult to stick with them. For example, because we name them, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger 1, 2, 3 and 4 for ease of reference when we're learning. The strings are we number them 1 to 4 from the bottom to the top. So closest to the floor is number 1, and the top closest to you is number 1 to 4. You know what I mean. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a tutor, but there you go. So where was I? I can't remember. I've got to grips with the basics now, so I can do the chords, you know, from A, B, C. Oh, there's the other tip. Using the third finger, not the second finger, when you should be using the third finger. It's easy to do because for the C chord, it just seems like, it feels like it should be the second finger for that C. But no, use the third finger because it will be so much easier to move on to using all 4 fingers for the much more, for the little bit harder chords. Sorry about my buttons banging on my ukulele. So the chords, the basic chords which I've got to grips with are A, B, C, D. I'm trying not to look because it's better that way if you can do it without looking. So that's E, F, G, there you go. And then you get the minors, the major sevenths and things like that. Let's not get into that. It's a bit complicated. I'm trying to get my head around it at the minute. But yeah, well, let's have a little play because I'm forgetting what I've said and what I wanted to say. So this is the Cardigans, a little bit of snippet of the Cardigans. What's it called again? Love Fool, of course. So. Dear, I fear we're facing a problem. You love me no longer, I know, and baby, there is nothing that I can do to make you do. I like the song. It's nice and easy. That's how I've learned the basic chords, is by, picking a song that I like, having a look online to find the chords and the lyrics, and basically working it out. The fewer the chords in the song to start with, the better, obviously, because it means you get to grips with those 2 or 3 chords. And then you could build up, have a few more chords in each song that you do. And so I've gone like that, and there must be about 15 different songs that I've now been practicing on a cycle, depending on how I'm feeling and how my playing is. And I've been developing the strum patterns on them, because strumming, some people get strumming, some people don't. I don't really get strumming. I have to learn by ear, kind of. I have to get the songs in my blood before I can feel it. If I try to pay attention to the down, up, or the down, up, down, I get lost. I can't read music or anything like that. But the way that they depict chords on, in the icons online, particularly, and in books and things, is it's really, really quite simple, quite easy. So it's always depicted this way. So you've got the nut depicted at the top, usually defined by a thicker bar, and then you've got all these fret bars, and obviously the strings, the 4 strings. And then they'll depict finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, 4, etc., etc. So that's nice and easy. And if it's sometimes there'll be a barred finger across, you know, 1, 2, or 2, 3, or 4 strings. And sometimes you'll have, you know, it'll show it like that, for example, but it'll say, like, for example, 3 FR. And what that means is 3rd fret. So you have to slide it down to the 3rd fret. And yeah, so once you get to grips with the basics like that, it's pretty simple. I find it much easier than the standard music written on a sheet music. I absolutely think people are phenomenally talented if they can read that. My brain isn't wired that way. What else can I tell you about the ukulele at the moment? Except how much I love it and how I look forward to spending the year trying to get to grips with on the next level and such, and getting this 3rd finger to do what it's told. It's always helpful. Yeah, I do hope that lots more people will be trying out the ukulele and realising that they've got a musical touch inside. I do believe that almost anyone can pick up an instrument, and given enough time and practice, just keep going at it, you can learn. If I can do it, I'm sure anyone can. Anyways,